Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Last night, Arsenal were confirmed as the Premier League champions for the 25-26 season for the first time in 22 years. Now, for my age group, Arsenal fans would have been just a bit too young to really soak in the last time they won the Premier League trophy. So last night was the biggest footballing day for anyone that's around my age and below as an Arsenal fan. So what I'm doing in this video today is calling all of my Arsenal mates to get their reaction the day after Arsenal won the league. Let's do it. Now, the first person I'm going to be calling is my boy Z, aka Streets of Highbury. Now, Z used to go to Highbury as a young kid. His dad used to take him. He's seen on replay Bergkamp, Vieira, and all of Arsenal's greatest players. So I can only imagine what last night meant to him. So let's give him a call. Let's see what he's got to say. Here we go.
Yo, my bro.
Yo.
You telling me?
Yeah, bro. How you feeling this morning? Obviously, you're live right now, bro. I'm just doing this video. I'm calling. Yeah, I'm calling all my Arsenal mates the day after you guys have won the league. So talk to me, man. How's your feelings right now? How was last night?
Feels good.
Yeah, talk to me.
Feels good.
And just before you go, actually, but before I called you, I told the camera a brief description of the context of you as an Arsenal fan. Been going to Highbury as a young kid, streets of Highbury. You've seen, not old enough to really soak it in, but you've been there, you've seen it. You've been to Highbury, you've seen your greatest players, you've seen your team win a league. So how does it feel to be a grown-up, an adult, and see your team win the league?
I can't explain this fully. I can't explain it. And obviously, as you know, I've got kids.
Yeah.
So for them to be able to experience it, going into school and saying, yeah, my team are the best team in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
For years being in school, we got bantered.
Yeah.
We got bantered. I was in school during 8-2. I was in year 11 when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We got bantered for years.
Yeah.
So, the tables have turned, man. We've got what we deserve. We stuck for it.
Yeah. How do you feel about obviously, the journey, like you're explaining, there's certain fans that are, coming out like out of nowhere. Do you feel any type of way about that? Because I've seen online that there's some Arsenal fans that have been there through it all that feel some type of way about that. But then maybe others, they're just, they're more the merrier in terms of celebration.
Not at all. And you know what? To be honest with you, some might say that about me. Because as you know, I haven't been to an Arsenal game since Wenger left.
Yeah.
I refuse to go.
I don't necessarily mean about going to games though. I just mean in overall support.
I refuse to go to Arsenal games. And you know what? There are a lot of people who maybe fell out of love with the club, which I think is wrong. But I can't blame them. I can't blame them for everything. It was a hard watch for many years. It was a hard watch.
Yeah.
And I can't blame people. But the fact that people are there to be able to enjoy this moment, I don't care, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I don't care if you've never said a word about Arsenal, and now all of a sudden I'm like, hang on, you're an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
I don't care, man. The more the merrier, like you said. The more the merrier.
Yeah,
just shows how big we are, man. Because a lot of people doubted how big we are. I've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
By far,
I agree.
I don't think it's a comparison.
Yeah, I agree. I've always said, like, you can have a debate about who the best club in London is overall. But in terms of big, it's not a competition in terms of big.
It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, last night I went to the stadium. Then easily, I don't know. I don't even want to guess numbers, but in the tens of thousands.
Yeah, I think it was reported to be like 40 to 60,000 on a random Tuesday where you're not even playing.
Arsenal weren't even playing, bro.
Yeah. It definitely shows how big you are as a football club.
I'm bumping into people. They're saying they're from South London. Guys are saying they've come from Kent, from all sorts of places. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and that's on a whim.
Exactly, because really and truly, everyone that was making their way there when Haaland scored that equaliser, they thought this could be a wasted journey.
Yeah.
I mean, nah, man. It's, do you know what? To be honest with you, right? When you're talking about the journey, I could go back into the journey of the last 20 odd years. Go back into the journey of since Wenger left, or the journey from when Mikel took over, but even the journey of this season. Like, you know me. There was times where the start of the season, I thought we had no chance. By about January, I was pretty confident. By February, I thought, this is done. By March, I thought, we're out of it. You know what I mean?
Probably by April. By April,
But when we had that little run of losing to Bournemouth, City, obviously getting knocked out of the FA Cup, losing the Carabao Cup final, at that point I thought, here we go again. But since then, I mean, you can say whatever you want about the performances. We haven't conceded a goal in the league since losing to City. We're the only team that's won every game since then. And City are the ones that have failed to make it over the line. It was in their hands. People are going to forget that. But there was a period not too long ago where it was in their hands. So, you know what I mean? The fact that, like, it shows that we can get over the line with maybe past that mental block of not being able to do that. And the fact that in recent years we would have folded to the pressure, but now we put the pressure back on them.
For sure.
Yeah, man. So,
and I'll be real, man. I always say, like, you know, when you think you're gonna win it, and then you're doubting and you're not sure, and I always say, man, that's football, innit? Like, football drags your emotions one way and another. Like, I don't think there's shame in your emotions being dragged one way and another. I think that's just how football is, and at the end of the day, the reasons why the emotions get dragged is due to the love, due to the care.
100%.
So yeah, man, it's crazy. I think even as me as an opposing fan, as you know what I mean, like of course, it's not something that I want. Like, it's horrible for me, but even as just a football fan, seeing the turnout at the Emirates, and also, I'll be honest, man, like, for a lot of people, I suspect for yourself, when you go to the parade with your kids, like, or other people in our age group and below, this is truly the greatest day. I was gonna say footballing lives, but for a lot of people, it'll be the greatest day of their lives, man.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't too long ago we got battered in a cup final in Baku, halfway across the world by our city rivals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wasn't long ago.
Yeah.
Like, and I think now also, as an Arsenal fan, I said to my son this morning?
Yeah.
I said to him, enjoy this, soak it in, because it might be the last time you feel this.
Yeah, and that's real.
That's the way football goes. I mean, if you're asking me in terms of, like, my opinion, I think that I genuinely think we're in a position to push on and do great things. I think the fact that Pep's now, that's pretty much confirmed that he's leaving. Liverpool being in the place they are, new manager for Chelsea, obviously United still. Do you know what I mean? Carrick's only been in the job 6 months. We don't even know if he's staying.
Yeah.
Whereas Arteta, he will be there. That squad that have been together for how many years will still be there.
Yeah.
I think that sets us in good stead going forward.
Yeah,
but I've already had a conversation with my son that this could be the last time you feel this, so enjoy it.
Yeah.
You might not feel this again until you're an adult.
Like, I guess you had to just tell him about yourself, innit? Like,
exactly.
This is exactly what you're feeling is what I felt when you won it in 2004. And you get me, like, it's taken 22 years for you to get back to the top, but yeah, I think
no, exactly.
From a football fan's perspective, I'll be honest, seeing the turnout, it was like, you can't, again, you know me very well that I don't like Arsenal, and a lot to, like, more so to do with the fans rather than the actual club. But of course, the majority of, like, the fans are the club because the fans make up the majority of the club. So the fans are the club. So I dislike Arsenal, but even myself, man, I was last night. Couldn't get away from it. If you're on social media, you see everything, and even seeing the turnout at Emirates, like again, and I've spoken to you. Maybe it wasn't you, but I'm sure we've had so many combos. I'm sure I've spoken to you about this before, where you know, we'll get onto this. I'm going to ask you for your view on this next. Of course, next week the Champions League final, but it, you know, Arsenal, you're such a big club, and your club is a club that shouldn't have zero Champions Leagues. Your club is not a club that should go 22 years without a league title. And I think the turnout at the Emirates on a whim on a random Tuesday night that you're not even playing, I think it highlights how big of a club you actually are. And you know, yeah, this league is massive. This league is massive, and that leads me on nicely to the Champions League final. Of course, we know what people expect from that final, with PSG being PSG. Six Tupper winners last season. They're back in the Champions League final this season. But you as an Arsenal fan, I'm assuming your confidence is sky high being the champions of England going into that game, especially the fact that you've won it with one game to spare, more rest time. So yeah, how do you feel looking forward to the Champions League final?
I'm as confident as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. If I'm going to sit here and you're going to say to me, who do you think are a better team currently, PSG or Arsenal? I will say I think PSG. They're the best team in Europe, in my opinion. They won it last year. They're in the final again this year.
Yeah.
So let's just be clear with that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that if for example, any of our players or the coaches or the managers or anyone was listening to any of the outside noise, how did they get here? Easy run, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. I think the fact that you're going into that game, the champions of England should tell you that you belong at that game. More than anything. It should give them enough confidence to be able to say we can beat anyone. And I think if there is a team in Europe who can trouble PSG, it's Arsenal. Our defensive record in the Champions League, especially, is crazy this year.
Pretty good, yeah.
And obviously, cool. We haven't come across a PSG, for example, but you can only play who's in front of you. We conceded 6 goals in the whole tournament so far.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. I think us winning the league yesterday is probably a good thing, because let's say we won the league on Sunday, you've got less than a week to prepare for the Champions League final. Naturally, the players are going to celebrate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think now, get the celebrations out of the way. Let's lift that trophy on Sunday and prepare for that final.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that's man. I think as long as they go out there, show a good account of themselves, give 110%. If we fall short,
you fall short.
It is what it is. I'll be honest with you. It is what it is. Because if you asked me at the beginning of the season, I wasn't expecting to be in the Champions League final. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, like we're talking about 22 years, whatever it might be, at the end of the day.
What you said about Arsenal being a massive club and not winning the Champions League, I think we played the most games in the Champions League without winning it. And that includes Atletico Madrid, who are mainstay competition. And we had a gap of 5 or 6 years without being in it. So it just shows it is a shame that Arsenal haven't won the Champions League. But hopefully they can change it this year. And I'll tell you what, if Arsenal win the Champions League as well, you think Arsenal fans are unbearable now?
Bro, it's gonna be so dark.
Arsenal fans are unbearable now.
Obviously, as you know my position, I'm not really worried about that. But at the end of the day, it is 90 minutes and anything can happen. But even if you don't win a league title, the parade the day after, it might have a bit of a somber feeling of what if we could have won the double. But at the end of the day, if anybody said to you, this season you win just the league, I think every single Arsenal fan on this planet would take that. So exactly.
And as well as when you look at the fact that last season, we finished second, but we weren't great.
Yeah.
Liverpool kind of ran away with it, and then they went and spent about 500 million this summer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Man City brought in Turkey in for these guys, and Arsenal. People were looking at Arsenal saying, "You guys might struggle for a top 4 finish this year." Chelsea just won the Club World Cup.
I mean, I do think people said, "Oh, this is the year. You know, you've got your squad together. There's no excuses, and you should go win the league." I feel like that's what people were saying.
There was definitely a thing at the beginning of the season where people were saying, "If Arteta doesn't win it this year, 4 years in a row not winning it, blah blah blah." And I hear what people were saying.
Yeah.
But nobody except for Arsenal fans really had, and you have a few in the media that wanted to be, oh yeah, let me just say this just in case it happens, and I can it's a genius. But majority of people had Liverpool or City winning the title this year. Majority of people did, like, genuinely. Just go back to the beginning of the season. We, like, not to say we didn't have any right.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that people are saying that the expectation is for Arsenal to win the league, but nobody actually thought Arsenal would win the league.
Absolutely, that.
Yeah.
That's it. And obviously, we proved everyone wrong. And the thing is, right, we've done it by just being the consistent performer throughout the league. Because even if you speak to most Arsenal fans, they're not going to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, we lit up the league."
Yeah. But even your down period, you know, in April, it doesn't really match to, for example, City's first half of the season. So you definitely have been, you know, if you was to say who was the most consistent, and that's why you're the champions, isn't it? Because you were the best team in the league, isn't it?
The league table doesn't lie after 38 games, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Obviously, we could talk about the decisions and the refereeing and the VAR, but like I always say, you know, you know, in 10 years, in 15 years, when you look back at it, you know, it will just be Arsenal are the champions. So
exactly. And just to touch on them, I don't want to even go in too deep into this VAR decisions going our way, because, you know, I've maintained this view throughout the season. We've had a lot of decisions go our way that in recent years wouldn't have gone our way.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear a lot of people complaining then. So the fact people
that's fair. I'm not mad at that response. I'm not mad at that response, as you know.
You know what I mean? Like, even down to like the last few games where there was the West Ham goal. And then there was the Havertz challenge in the Burnley game. There were also a couple of little things in the City game that no one really picked up on or spoke about. Because it wasn't. It
wasn't Arsenal, And I also think I think that's because obviously the sheer volume of decisions that have kind of gone Arsenal's way and stuff like that. But at the end of the day,
the majority of people don't want Arsenal to win it, and
possibly. I definitely think that definitely is a factor for sure.
If you ask most people, except maybe some United fans and whatever else, if you ask most people who would you want to win the league between Arsenal and City, majority would have said City.
Yeah, for sure.
City.
I feel you. Like, I think it's been evident this season that a lot of people didn't want Arsenal to win the league, so I feel you, man.
You know what? That makes it even better, bro.
Yeah. I can imagine.
That makes it even better.
I can imagine. But yeah, man. I guess listen, Champions League final next week. So
let's go,
and the celebrations have only like yesterday was a starter pack. So
yesterday was 40 to 60,000. Yeah. On the parade.
There'll be hundreds of thousands, I'm sure.
100% easily.
But yeah, all right, bro. Listen, thank you for the time. Congratulations.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm not happy about this. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
This thing as well. I'll send you a calendar invite. Yeah. Next Sunday.
I'll keep it in, mate. But you know I won't be there. All right, bro. Congrats. Enjoy your day, man. I'll check in with you.
Yeah, come on, man. Thank you, bro.
Love. And there you have it, man. The boy Z. I might have to just release this reaction, this conversation as a separate video. You can see you can see the happiness and almost the relief, the joy, you know, the journey with these Arsenal fans, man. It hurts, but at the same time, you know, like I've been saying, I've never seen my mates happy like this ever, ever. But yeah, let's move on to the next call. Now, I've definitely got a few more Arsenal mates to call and get their views on Arsenal winning the Premier League after 22 years. So if you like this video, put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button, press subscribe. And if you want a part two, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Arsenal, congratulations. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.